Welcome back to Cosmetics Anonymous. I am your favorite baby mama bougie vintage, and today's video is a hair tutorial. Obviously this is the loudestwigever.com, and I actually got this wig idea from the one and only Teyana Taylor. She was rocking this bomb ass green wig during New York Fashion Week, and I was like obsessed immediately. I had blonde hair here, so I was like, you know what, let me just go to the hair store. And this is the day that I forgot the keys in the door, chair. But I was like, let me go to the hair store and get some dye, and the wig turned out way better than I even imagined, because I have never cut hair before, chat. I did not know what I was doing, but I knew that I was gonna get it done, okay? So that's what I am going to teach you how to do in this video. It is going to be dyeing and cutting. I will just go through step by step and show you everything that I did to achieve this. I still have to work on the part a little bit, not necessarily the part, but like whatever product I'm gonna use to blend with my scalp, or to make it appear like it's my scalp, because I think it's appearing a little bit too light. I can't tell on camera, but like in person it's just bothering me, so I had to fix that. But that's not a big deal, that's easy peasy. I just really wanted to get this look, and I'm obsessed with it. I feel like a freaking Granny Smith green apple, and I'm obsessed. So I hope you guys are too. I posted a picture on Instagram and you guys kind of went bonkers, so I'm really excited to show you guys how I achieved this. If you want to know how to get this look, then stay tuned. I love you all, and I will definitely see you in the next one. I am going to try to recreate Teyana Taylor's awesome green bob, and I am doing so with Supernova hair. I think I've done a video for Supernova hair in the past, however it was natural color. Today I am actually using their 613 straight blonde hair. They sent me a lace closure, which is 12 inches. They also sent me 3 bundles of blonde hair. Bundles were also 12 inches in length. All of the bundles were the same length, and I am going to dye, cut, and style, and I'm super excited. I tested out some of the dye right there. I haven't washed it out yet. That's actually just what it looks like, and so I'm really excited to see what my end results are going to be. So I've gone ahead and created the wig. This is glued just like all my other units. In my last hair dyeing video, it was glued as well, and so that just lets you know that even though it's glued and you're gonna wet it and stuff, it's not going to come undone. To achieve the green, I will be using this color right here. This is Adore. I got this at the Beauty Supply warehouse, and the shade is 164 Electric Lime. It is a semi-permanent dye. The reason I want to go with these is because I don't want to be inhaling fumes, so I didn't want to have to bleach hair first. Colored always comes out better on 613 than on anything else. So that's why I went with this. And so let's get it poppin'. Because I'm only working with one color, I'm actually going to empty it into this so that it's easier to use my brush and just get the hair saturated. So you want to section the hair off. It is quite thick. Lean her forward, and then you have access to work. Of course I'm going to be wearing gloves. Now because I am going to be actually cutting this hair into even more of a bob, when I'm applying the dye, I'm not going to go all the way down, because that would kind of be a waste of dye, especially because I only bought 4 bottles. I don't really think I need more than 4 bottles, but you never know. So we're going to start with 2 bottles and see where it takes us. The wig actually used most of the bundles, so there's almost 3 full bundles in here, plus the front, plus the closure. So working with one color is really easy. You just want to start saturating the hair in the dye. You want to make sure you're getting all the way up to the roots. The reason that I did the wig first and then decided to dye it was just because I find it easier. I hate laying out tracks and then having to cut the dyeing the tracks like while they're laid out. I feel like I never have enough space, so that's why I decided to do it this way. But you can of course do the dyeing first and then construct the wig after. So you want to use your hands or your fingers and make sure you're saturating all of the hair, because you don't want to like open a piece like this and see blonde. So you want to make sure you're saturating the hair entirely. And up here where the roots are, you definitely want to get that. And so a great trick to intensifying or to make sure that your color is going to be super intense, you could do one of two ways. You can either blow dry it while it's here on the mannequin head, or once you finish applying all the dye, you can pop it in a bowl and throw it in the microwave. As long as the cap that you use to make your wig does not have the clips on it or the buckles, because if it does and you put it in the microwave, girl, your microwave is going to blow up. You do not want that problem. You're not trying to set your house on fire making a green wig. Okay, so now she is completely dyed. I used 3.5 bottles. I still have some left in my 4th bottle. If once I wash this out and it's not where I need it to be, then I can just go over the pieces that are still either too light or still completely blonde. But I've done a pretty good job covering the entire surface, and now I'm actually going to toss her into the microwave for about 35 seconds. I'm gonna leave her for a couple hours and then I am going to rinse her out. I put it in for I think 35 seconds and then I opened it and put it in for another 25 seconds. So this is the color so far. So I rinsed the wig out. The color is absolutely perfect. It is exactly the color Teyana's wig is. And so I'm gonna leave it to dry overnight. I'm extremely tired and I need to go to bed. So I'm gonna let her dry, and in the morning I will blow dry it and straighten it and cut it to the bob. Alright, so the hair is officially dry. When I woke up this morning, I did start blow drying it because it was just air dried and there was still quite a few wet spaces like in the roots. So now it is blow dried, it's completely dried, and I've actually gone in with my razor and I basically thinned the hair out. I took off quite a bit of hair. I'm just going to continue to do that, and then I'm going to straighten it and do a blunt cut or blunt cut and then straighten. I can't decide which one I want to do first. And I find that when I work with blonde hair or hair that was blonde, the texture is very much awkward. I find that it's very thick in comparison to like the unprocessed virgin Brazilian dark hair. And I mean, you could skip this step, but because the hair is so thick, I wanted to just go over it with the razor first before I decide to do the blunt cut. And of course, as you get higher up, you don't need to take off as much. And then of course for the actual frontal or the closure, you want to part it down the center. I will only be wearing this as a center front bob, or center part bob. So you just want to part it wherever the center is. And you don't want to take too much hair off of the frontal, just because it's at the highest point of the head already, so it's going to be shorter. And depending on how you want your bob to frame your face, like with me, my face is super round, especially right now. I don't want my bob to be too short, because hers was pretty short, but she has a nice slim face, so she could do that. I don't have that luxury. So you want to make sure that you're securing your bob down before you decide to go ahead and straighten and cut it. So you want to make sure that it's on the mannequin how you would want it on your head, so that you don't have a weird uneven cut. So I'm just going to pin it down and make sure it doesn't move while I'm straightening it, because we are going to be twerking the head quite a bit. So now it's time to do a blunt cut. I'm going to be taking an electric razor to do it instead of scissors. No reason in particular. And you want to make sure you get down to eye level to see what the hell you're doing. When it comes to the front, you can always I love it because it looks so intense on camera. I'm obsessed with this wig. I still have to work on the part a little bit, but that's neither here nor there. Anyway, you guys, I love you all, and I will definitely see you in the next one.